Peace be upon you guys, and welcome to this explainer. Let's just dive right in today because we are going on a rescue mission, specifically a biological rescue mission to save your mornings. Now listen, are you tired of waking up and instantly feeling like you're already late for a test you didn't study for? Or maybe you're actually waking up early, getting up for Fajr, but you still feel exhausted, totally distracted, and just completely unmotivated for the rest of the day? Well, what if I told you that just one tiny tweak to your morning routine could completely flip your energy levels, your focus, and honestly, your overall happiness? Today, we're going to figure out exactly how to treat the morning as the massive blessing it is, rather than a daily losing battle. So let's be real for a second. Have you ever wondered why you wake up feeling like a literal zombie just dragging your feet to the bathroom? You know the vibe. But here's the thing. The problem usually isn't just that you didn't get enough sleep. The problem is that we've totally normalized starting our days entirely the wrong way. We treat the morning like a sudden traffic accident instead of a fresh start and a blessing from God. That heavy, brain-fogged exhaustion isn't your destiny, guys. It's actually a direct biological response to exactly how we are waking up our brains and bodies. And that brings us to the ultimate morning tragedy, the infamous snooze and scroll. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You hit the snooze button 3 times and then immediately grab your phone to swipe through social media. Scientifically speaking, this forces your brain into this weird, half-asleep, highly reactive state. You're literally downloading all the stress, all the comparisons, and all the negative energy from the outside world directly into your mind before you've even washed your face. You are carrying the entire weight of the world's drama into your bedroom without even realizing it. Section 1. Escaping the morning trap. Let's see how we actually break out of this cycle. You see, the morning isn't just a time to drag yourself out of bed. It's a massive window of opportunity. Why? Because science actually shows us that in those first few hours after waking, your brain is at its absolute highest level of flexibility. It's ready to learn, ready to adapt, and ready to soak in good habits. It's essentially a blank canvas. Building intentional mornings means taking control of those early hours to build momentum. The goal isn't just to set an alarm for 4 a.m. and torture yourself. Not at all. It's about making small, deliberate choices that bring barakah, blessing, into your day. These tiny choices compound over time to create massive results. The question isn't really, how do I wake up earlier? It's, how do I start my morning to actually build the best version of myself? Moving right along to Section 2, waking up your body. Okay, imagine your body after a night of sleep is like a car engine that's completely drained of fluids. It's stalled out, just waiting for the right fuel. You wouldn't just slam the gas pedal on a dry engine and expect it to perform, right? But that's exactly what we do to our bodies. This is where the number 500 comes into play. While you sleep, you are losing a pretty decent amount of water just through breathing and light sweating. So when you wake up, you are naturally a bit dehydrated, which is exactly what makes you feel sluggish, foggy, and kind of irritable. Simply drinking 250 to 500 milliliters of water the absolute first thing in the morning, I'm talking before coffee and definitely before checking your phone, instantly boosts your alertness. It flushes out toxins, and it quite literally flips the power switch on in your brain. Now, if you want to take this to the next level, here's a brilliant science-backed hydration upgrade. Think about your morning brain right now like a piece of dry falafel leftover from last night. Honestly, nobody wants that. To bring it back to life, just add a tiny pinch of sea salt and a quick squeeze of lemon to your water. This super simple mix restores the electrolytes you lost overnight and wakes up your metabolism really gently. It's like properly oiling up that engine before you take it out for a drive. The second part of waking up your body is movement. Now, don't panic. I am definitely not asking you to go spend an hour at the gym lifting heavy weights at the crack of dawn. We're just talking about 10 to 20 minutes here. A brisk walk around the block, or maybe just some light stretching on your rug. Doing this sends a massive, undeniable signal to your brain that says, hey, the day has started, the energy is flowing, and we are officially awake. By the time you hit that 20-minute mark, your body releases endorphins, those happy hormones, and that heavy, stiff feeling completely evaporates. All right, Section 3, resetting your internal clock. Let's talk about the circadian rhythm. You have this internal 24-hour system, and it is basically the boss that decides when you feel razor-sharp focused and when you feel ready for bed. And believe it or not, 10 minutes is all it takes to get this boss on your side. Just 10 minutes of exposure to natural morning sunlight. You can stand on your balcony, look out an open window, or take that quick walk we just talked about. The absolute strongest controller of your biological clock is natural sunlight, not the glowing screen of your phone, and definitely not the artificial lights in your ceiling. The science behind this is so cool, yet so simple. The moment natural morning sunlight hits your eyes, your brain instantly hits the brakes on producing melatonin, which is your sleep hormone. At the exact same time, it hits the gas on serotonin, which is your mood and focus hormone. This quick synchronization doesn't just put you in a fantastic mood for the morning. Wildly enough, it actually makes it significantly easier for you to fall asleep that very night. It's a perfectly designed cycle. Section 4. Fueling mind and body. We need to protect our mindset before we even think about food. So before we grab breakfast, we absolutely have to protect our mental peace. The early morning is a sacred time. It's a time for serenity, for your morning adhkar, and for quiet reflection. It is not the time for jumping headfirst into the chaotic noise of the internet. The golden rule you need to remember is this: don't hand control of your mind to the outside world. Opening up work emails or checking Twitter the literal second you open your eyes is basically like inviting angry people into your bedroom to shout at you. Don't do it. Instead, carve out just 5 to 10 minutes for calm mental rituals. Do your adhkar to bring tranquility to your heart, or just sit peacefully and think about your intentions for the day. This simple mental shield makes your entire morning infinitely calmer. Okay, now let's talk about food because we need to discuss the breakfast betrayal. Guys, we have been totally deceived for years. That traditional sugary breakfast, the sweetened cereals, the syrups, the pastries, it is a complete scientific trap. Sure, they spike your insulin and give you a quick burst of energy, but an hour later, you're crashing hard, battling severe brain fog and fighting the urge to crawl back under the covers. Your breakfast should absolutely never give you a sugar high. It needs to be high-quality brain fuel. So what's the actual fix here? It's this simple, perfect formula. Start with a solid source of protein, like eggs or Greek yogurt. Add in some healthy fats, maybe some olive oil, a handful of nuts or avocado. And finally, bring in complex carbs, like a bowl of oats. This specific combination feeds your body and your brain slowly and steadily. It keeps you fully energized and in the driver's seat all morning long with zero crashes. Next up is Section 5, Designing Your Day. This is where we turn that morning energy into actual results. All right, so your body is awake, hydrated, and fueled, and your mind is clear. Now is the perfect moment to take your day from a chaotic, reactive mess and turn it into a focused, intentional plan. And it literally only takes 5 minutes. This quick morning planning is exactly what separates high achievers from people who just run in circles all day. Grab a pen and write down just your 3 most important tasks. Then jot down a quick intention for your mood, like, today I will stay calm even when things get stressful. Finally, just roughly map out when you'll do your deep work and when you'll take breaks. Investing these 5 minutes right now will literally save you hours of distraction and stress later on. Section 6, the secret to consistency. How do we keep this going long term? If you look at high performers, they all do one key thing. They fiercely protect their morning time for personal growth. They don't just wake up to instantly start serving other people's needs. They invest in themselves first. And we're talking about just 15 to 30 minutes. That is all the time you need. In the quiet of the early morning, your brain's receptivity is absolutely through the roof. There's no noise, no notifications, just clarity. This is the ultimate time to read a few pages of a beneficial book, study a little bit, or even just journal. The information sticks so much better, and personal growth just becomes an automatic part of your day. I really want you to let this quote sink in. Slowly, it builds a future you don't have to escape from. Think about that for a second. How many of us are just surviving our weekdays, desperately planning for the weekend so we can finally escape our reality? Making this small, daily investment in your morning routine slowly builds a balanced, peaceful, and successful life. You're building a reality that you actually love waking up to every single day, rather than constantly searching for the exit door. So to wrap up this explainer, I'm going to give you some unusual advice. Please do not try to do all 7 of these things tomorrow morning. Seriously, don't do it. Consistency always beats short bursts of intensity. It's the tiny, manageable habits that we stick to daily that silently transform who we become. So here is the question I want to leave you with today. Out of everything we covered, what is the one single small habit you are going to commit to tomorrow? Is it just drinking the glass of water? Is it stepping outside for 10 minutes of sunlight? Pick just one, start there, and begin building a life you don't have to escape from. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Remember, small beginnings make great endings. Catch you in the next one.